Hello, this is Pete Jones with Good in the Head. The website is www.goodinthehead.com. I invite you to go check it out and share any messages of value that you may find there with others. Really excited about today's video. I've been wanting to shoot it for a while now. This morning I woke up right at 2:59, just wide awake, and the only thought that came to my mind was, your best is yet to come. And like, that's kind of a weird thing to wake up to. But immediately I thought, wow, that's just the universe talking. My mom started meditating a couple years ago, about an hour a day, if not more. And she kept at me and kept telling me how incredible it was, how helpful it was. She told me, that praying is the one-way street where we talk to God or put gratitude or thanks or what we want out into the universe. And meditating is where we sit still, clear our mind, and allow the universe to download into us. And I thought that was really cool. The way she said that, it kind of hit me hard. And I've only been meditating going on 6 weeks now. I saw an interview on impact theory on YouTube with Emily Fletcher, and immediately bought her book and thought, with all these benefits, what am I waiting for? I got to start doing this too. I just keep hearing all these good things about it, and every single person that I hear about that's highly successful in any way, they all have that common thread in their lives. They all meditate. So I thought I'd check it out. I'm really glad that I have. So your best is yet to come. I think that holds true for all of us, really. My 3 sons are incredible. They are my whole life, and I love them so much. And sometimes in these videos I may get emotional, and that used to be something that people would kind of tease me about. Just like one of my dad's uncles, like, oh, you would get emotional over a grand slam at Denny's, and it's true sometimes, Sometimes those things are really delicious. But the thing about being an emotional creature, being a man that cries every once in a while or loses control of emotion, is I'm proud of that now. I'm no longer ashamed of it. I've learned to embrace it and realize that I'm blessed to be able to feel deeply, and I love that about myself. And so if I get emotional, it's usually when I'm talking about my kids, for good reason. My eldest son, Drew, is incredible. I've been trying to recruit him to help me start a podcast show starting in January, where once a month we'll have guests on an actual podcast. He's great at filming, at editing films, and creating. He's kind of a wizard at it, and I really hope for the opportunity to be able to work with him doing that, getting messages of incredible people that are helpful in sharing tools and tactics and methods in healing arts and modalities that they've learned about and spent their entire lives researching. I'm really excited for that show to come up. Drake, he's in the Marines. And miss him. Sorry. I miss that kid. Having his energy around. He's coming home next month for almost a 2-week visit, and we're all really excited. I'm super proud of him. I know that the military, the Marines, and life isn't all that he thought it was going to be, and that's okay. We all learn that one along the way, don't we? But life has a way of giving us what we need instead of what we want. And that's something to be really grateful for. Sure, we don't always get what we want, and that sucks sometimes, but we always get what we need. And even if that's a kick in the teeth, it's helpful. And from that, the belief that the universe is constantly and consistently conspiring on our behalf came about. And I really believe that. I think it's true. Draven is such a blessing. I remember about a year and a half ago, I had written a book and I started to share just a page from it every day. It's on goodinthehead.com under my daily perspective checks. All it was is basically journaling is what it started out as. I wanted to remind myself of some of the things that I'd been learning that were incredibly helpful tools in my own healing process and just learning in general. And pretty quickly I realized that, hey, these are things that I want my kids to know about, you know. So I started writing them all down, and then eventually it came to me that, you know, this is stuff that everybody needs to know about. It's not just my content and, oh, look at me, I'm writing this awesome book. These are things that I've come across on shows like Impact Theory, the Ed Milet show, and so many other podcasts that I've been blessed to listen to while at work at Boeing for these last few years. And back to Drake, you know, he told me when he was in boot camp a year and a half ago, he said, "Dad, can you please just put this stuff on video so that I can listen to it? Sometimes I don't have time to read, but I always listen to stuff." And so he kind of put the idea in my head in the first place to start making these videos. And it's been a long time coming. So thanks for the encouragement, Drake. I appreciate you. And here's another one. But the book has quickly become something that I put out every single day. It's become a movement. There's a Good in the Head movement now where people are sharing these things with others, and the things that have impacted me, I'm able to share through this website, and it's impacting others. And I've got people reaching out to me from all over the world, and asking for advice. And a coaching business has actually come from this. I'm able to coach individuals that are now going through things that I went through in my past, and I'm able to actually make an impact there, and that not only feels good knowing that I'm able to help others, but it's beautiful to see the transformations that some of these people are making. And whereas, you know, my job, I go to that 8-9 hours a day and make enough money to barely make the bills and try and get ahead in life, and I'm grateful for that. But my passion is Good in the Head, and for the rest of my life it will be. And I'm grateful for all the people that have helped me and encouraged me and empowered me along the way to make these things happen. And Draven, my youngest son, he's one of those people. A year and a half ago, he just turned 15, and I had gotten this message from someone saying that, you know, I don't need to hear this stuff from you. I'm not interested in what you have to say. And it kind of crushed me. I was like, oh my gosh, man, I'm just trying to share something that I found helpful. And I was explaining to Draven how frustrated I was. And I was literally kind of felt like giving up, quitting. Like, what good am I doing? You know, this is stupid. And Draven looked at me. He's like, "Dad, well, what are you thinking, man? Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. And it's not for everybody, but it's going to be for someone." And that kept the movement alive in my mind, and kept the creation and the content of the creation of the content for Good in the Head coming. And in every way, my 3 sons have caused ripple effects in my own life that have made me a better man, a better father. And I wish so much that I had come across these things earlier in life and been a better father for them. I did the best I could. I think every parent does, you know, with what we know, we do our best. But the thing is, there's so much more out there to know and learn about, find out about, and remain interested in, and work towards and create, that will make us better people, better parents, better lovers, better spouses, better people in general, you know. And with Good in the Head, I feel blessed to be a part of it. I wanted to say thank you to Tim Higgins for introducing the idea of creating a blog, and for the years that you've been actually allowing me to use up your server space for free. I don't know how I'm going to repay you, but I know that I am going to repay you in some way that is valuable to you. I just want everybody to remember, that your best is yet to come. No matter what life has given you so far, things don't stay the same. They'll get worse, they'll get better. It's always in a constant state of motion, this life. The energy that we are, what we learn, what we know, and what we grow into. And I'd just like to say, that we're always either progressing or regressing. And since progression equals happiness, according to Tony Robbins, might as well progress the best we can. On goodinthehead.com, there are a ton of tools there on how to best progress and optimize your lifestyle, your relationships, your knowledge, and so much more. I hope you go check it out and share any message that you find there that's of use or value to you with others. Thank you so much.